All right. What's up, fools? Well, well, well. Well, 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 if it isn't Philip Garcia. I mean the pudding. I mean the pudding. I mean me some pudding. Hope y'all are okay. I hope everything is all right. I hope that you like the video and that you subscribe to the channel. And then click the little bell when you subscribe so that you can be notified when I go live, which is quite often. And you'll get to see rad stuff like this. Like me enjoying a pudding cup. Myself enjoying a little snack pack. My snack pack has a first name. It's SNACK. Are y'all doing all right? How's everybody out there? Y'all doing good? What's up, Peter? Cassio. We done goofed. This is fun. I think tonight is gonna be a good one. I remember when Adam Sandler came out. I mean, Jesus. Well, guess what? When Adam Sandler came out, when Billy Madison came out, dude, snack packs were everything to me. Because I was like, Billy Madison eats snack packs. I want to eat snack packs and be rich and just hang out by the pool all day and go to school recreationally. That would have been really cool. But for now, I'm going to eat the rest of the snack pack. And then we're going to make a little grindage happen. Going to make a little grindage happen. And have ourselves a nice little tasty green tea GB. And then we're going to jump into Baldur's Gate. We're going to go around the corner and help out the one guy remaining in there in that little incubation station. October. It's Nudie Magazine Day. Rhino, did you get your game working? Or are you currently divorced? All right, let's we got enough here to squeeze into a GB. And then the rest of that could just mix with what we do grind up. Pretty good night tonight at the club. Good evening news was fun. Red Band and Toe stopped by. Damn, dude, that sucks so bad. Well, to be honest, you probably got, you know exactly what you need to do. So it's easier to probably just do that. Going from the beginning, you don't have to worry about the learning curve. You already know like how to battle and stuff. Oh, I feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. Forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. I can feel it. That's why I wondered if your wife gave you served you with the old papers. If they had come up and say, excuse me, sir, are you Rhino? I can't say those other letters next to your name. I don't know what they are, and I feel like I'd be racially insensitive if I tried to guess. So I was going to come home and eat some more of that delicious chicken bog. But then they got to talking about Taco Bell as we were leaving work. And, man, advertisements crush on me, dude. Like, I am a sucker for an advertisement, dude. Like, I just hear someone say Taco Bell, and all of a sudden I'm like, man, I could go for for a mess of soft tacos and maybe a couple of quesadillas. Maybe a couple of chalupas. Maybe a grilled cheese stuffed steak burrito. I don't know. You know, don't judge me. Maybe I could go for some of that. Maybe I could. Maybe I could go for something like that. Yeah, maybe I could. Maybe I could go for something like that, you know? Yeah, maybe I really could go for like 6 soft tacos, 2 steak quesadillas, extra steak, 2 steak chalupas, extra steak, and a grilled cheese stuffed steak burrito, regular steak. Maybe I could go for this. Maybe I could go for something. You know, maybe I could go for something like that, maybe. Yeah, maybe I could. I do weird shit like that to weed out the normies. We don't want to. Good Lord. GB time. We've sparked it up. Hell yeah. I always wondered what. I always wondered what Yonder looked like in Thai. Trong Nan. See, it sounds really bad when I say it. You got to get you some of them cinnamon rolls. Well, ooh. Better when a naked lady boy say it? Wow. Wow. I always wondered why you loved it so much over there in Thailand, Rhino. I always wondered why you liked it over there. I'm gonna be honest. And this is like a something to admit, you know. Derek Poston has a bit about how trans porn is like, how he just talks about trans porn and how it's lit, and he's like, yo dude, like, I'm telling you, you gotta look at it. You got to. And one day I did. And I remember hearing Tony Hinchcliffe one time, a long time ago, say that trans porn is actually straighter than regular porn, because in regular porn, you're at least looking at a naked guy. In trans porn, you're kind of, you know, you're looking at a chick with a giant hog. So I got to thinking about it, and I looked at it. I ain't gonna lie, I looked, and let me tell you, not bad. Not bad. Here's the thing that gets you. Here's how they get you. It's like, I'll take a trans woman with a biological woman, but if it's 2 trans women, I can't get down with that. And it's just, it's just, man, some good stuff. I'm telling you, some good stuff. If it's a trans girl and a regular girl, good Lord have mercy. Good Lord. It's something else. There's that one girl, I forget her name. But dude, she's she is gorgeous, and you got a bigger pecker than I got. But man, she's hot. And I don't know, I'm not a Jim Norton. I wouldn't, but I've watched the porn of it. I've watched it. Hey, I've watched it. It's something else. I'm telling you. I always wondered why you liked it over there so much, Rhino. What did it look like, Rhino? For those of you that are watching this, Rhino over here said that, what was it? Had a post-op send me an unsolicited man pussy pic once. Man. Oh, right. For you, it's the feet. You don't like man feet, but no problem with the giant dick and balls. It's the feet that get you. Fair enough. Love who you love. By the way, restarted my PC before I went live here. Zero dropped frames so far, so I hope me saying that won't cause a never-ending saga of dropped frames, but anyway. And we've been up for 17 minutes with no drop frames. 17 minutes is enough for us to hit a couple GBs. Well, let's go ahead and jump in Baldur's Gate. The night is not getting any younger, and I really do want to have that final battle with Ketheric Thorm. There we go. All right, everybody. Let's jump into it. Let's do it. One arm and no legs. What is their name? Lucky? What is her name? Lucky? We used to have a cat named Lucky, and it was for real. Like, it was like the jokes. Like, yeah, I got a cat with one eye and bald spot in the back, 3 legs, no tail, named Lucky. That was our cat. Like, dude, we were kids. We tormented that fucking cat, dude. It was just, it ended up on the roof. We were wild PPL. We were very wild PPL as a child. Okay, so now let's go back.
Descend. Prepare. Obey.
Let's go back to that incubator. Incubator joint. I believe it's this way, right? Am I right? Where is it? Oh. No, it's not in there.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather hither.
Not in there. Could be in here. in here.
Up for debate?
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Finish
homie.
what you came here to do. I dare say you've done enough for me.
All right.
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I was done for. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half's sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance. Yeah. He was in one of the pods. The cultists took him away.
Where?
He was still human. And still trying to put up a fight.
Yeah, where'd they take him? Whoa, where'd they take him, woman? Where'd he get took? Where'd the man get took? Where'd they take the man? I'm gonna go back this way. Oh, hey, what's up with that?
A cambion.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came. Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing. Do it, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
All right.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has two devices marked with illithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out.
Hell yeah, Bubba.
As for the pact. Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months until he's free? You little rat.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
Oh. Damn, dude, do I really want to fight this bitch?
Dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale.
Bitch, what'd you call me? I tell you, I'll let women get away with anything. So that was the person that I needed to set free for sure. In the pod. There, because I already defeated everybody in the pods over here.
Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
Alright.
Descend. Prepare. Obey. Evacuate.
So if she's released, oh, that's where the homie was. Chop, whatever his name was. He ain't no longer there.
Descend. Prepare. Obey.
That's the entrance. That's how I got in. That's the very beginning. Oh, now it's the first butthole we open. Look at that butthole we open.
Descend. Obey. Liberate.
Well, let's go check out the other thing in that brain puzzle room thing.
Descend. Assemble. Obey. Evacuate.
Good find.
Dictated to scribe YonderLive by Invergortash. Ceramorphosis illithid larval transformation of a host humanoid into a mind flayer. Typically occurs in less than a 10-day after infection, but the tadpoles laid by our captive Elderbrain are enhanced due to powerful Netherese magic and the crown of Corsus. Our enhanced tadpoles induce in their hosts a sort of suspended ceramorphosis, a state in which the host becomes susceptible to telepathic influence and even coercion from the Absolute, our Elderbrain. For our purpose, there are two key aspects to this influence. First, the conversion of the host into a mental lackey of the Absolute occurs entirely without the host's awareness. Its civility feels comfortable and natural, and it never consciously questioned. Second, the servile state persists even when the host is far beyond the usual range of an Elderbrain's psionic control. This phenomenon is spectacularly useful given our ambitions. All right. All right. Okay, so Brain Game is not in here. Brain Game is before here.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
There's the Brain Game. Alright, what else is to see in this room?
Of many hearts, one soul.
The mind needs no further input or connections. It is complete.
Okay.
Prepare the march, my chosen caterpillar.
That way.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Maybe I need to get out of this room and go back.
Not design, but death. Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design.
Oh, so this is where we're supposed to be here. Let me let somebody who's got room to carry shit. Lazel, Shadowheart.
Let's get on with it.
Strange. I almost feel like I've just I feel good.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
Forgive me, Father, for I cannot help but admire the chosen of your sworn foe. Enver Gortash's genius will take us far, but fear not, those of Bane will fall to the same folly. They cannot see the beauty of obliteration. The absolute hoax will garner false love from new slaves. But once I've built a large enough army, I will use our hold upon the absolute slave to begin this vile world's end. I can see the path through Gortash's brilliant plan. Gortash, Ketherick and I will seize the Netherese relics that control the crown, and then use the crown to command the illithid grand design. The Dead Three, age-old foes, our dire patrons, will be bosom friends for a time. Father, you created me to be at the last soul alive. When the time is right and my power is assured, I will slaughter Gortash and Ketherick upon your altar, where I myself hope to die when the world itself is gasping its last. At the end of it all, Father, there will be not a single creature living.
Salvation.
Everyone will die. Everyone will die for you. I will make you proud. Note appended to the bottom of the page on a different hand. Ha! Orin was right about her sibling, Barth. Lame. That sounds like a good idea.
One soul.
can't. Do I pick up these willing minds and the true mind? I feel like I need to pick up all of those. Experimental notes written in Balthazar's precise hand. His obvious deficiencies aside, it could not be denied that young Gortash has the mind of a scientist. Before his latest invention, the illithid library was no more than rows of brains swimming in the cerebral slop. With his device, we no longer need psionic power to access the memories contained within, only to insert the subject and speak to it directly. I do wish he were not so eager in testing the device on more recent subjects of his own. However, nor in leaving their skull shavings scattered along my workbench. Terrible, terrible. Crystal ball. Let's read. What is this?
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
Well, that was awkward. A mind archive interference.
The absolute knows.
Not the severed head. It was the heart in the other one. Is it the heart again?
Might as well take
Oh.
Design.
Whoa. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, duh.
Baldur's Gate will know.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly? Oh, just a serving girl with notions. Till I met Lord Gortash. He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up. Truly? And my ma said the singing would come to naught. Oh, thank you, thank you!
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it? We are his pets. His plan, Lord Gortash. She whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the Absolute. Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed...
My head! I can feel them in my head!
The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed. Eye hurts, head hurts, but he says I am past the worst of it, that I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle and a name. True Soul.
Much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city, watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort.
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf? Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with.
The monk-like Githzerai, sibling race to the warrior Githyanki. Their contempt for one another is eclipsed only by their shared hatred of the Illithids.
I'd guess you're no willing guest of the Gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another. Warriors of the mind. Oh, there's some physical prowess involved, but the battlefield on which we truly fight the Gate is their own. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't telling everything.
All right, The Gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
All right, y'all. It's time for a GB and some decisions. We can purge her mind and free her of this prison, or we can consume her mind and take all of the knowledge that she's got. And me, man, I'm a hound for knowledge. I really like that. I enjoy consuming knowledge. But what does that do? You just have 5 and find out. So if I purge, the knowledge will be mine. This is the first prompt that I've gotten from any of these brains, though. It's the waking mind. The waking and baking mind. I don't know. So if you purge, you get the knowledge, and that's what they're asking for. But it seemed like they're still not being completely honest. So it kind of makes me want to
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
All right, now let's see what happens if we...
All right, the gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
Let's see what this does.
Thank you. Wait. No. No! Please!
I consumed the mine. I didn't like the way that went either. I maybe just leave. May just leave and I'll talk to that brain that Astarion has.
All right. The gate did not find my monastery. I led them. They promised me immortality.
As her agitation realized.
Please, touch my mind. And please.
Okay, where's the one that Astarion has? The fresh mind.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy? Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
Well, that's creepy. Nobody else has any of these. We've already checked the closed mind, the waking mind, the true mind, and the willing mind. That is all of them. That is all of them. All of them. That is all of them. Appreciate that is all of them, boy. That is all of them. Yeah, I know Shadowheart was my mummy. I don't want to get involved with consuming that or whatever.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation.
The city is my church. Anything else in here? I don't really have room for
Let's see.
series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A final mournful entry, carrying with it a vast hollow feeling of grief, the colony in decline, the elder starving, falling dormant to preserve its strength and lie in wait for some salvation.
This language is just gibberish. And yet, strangely familiar also.
A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A flash of nautiloid lining a great dark void. One mind, with one purpose, moving in concert through the darkness between planes. The design in action before the slave mind rose and ruined it all. Sup, Blue Velvet? She wore blue velvet. Large cook pot. What you got in there, cook pot? What you got in the cook pot, cook pot? What you got in the cook pot? Gotta put on the good foot. What you got in the cook pot? Turn on the good foot. I believe that's all.
Worth a rummage?
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Shit, my phone died because it wasn't plugged in and I was running YouTube chat on it. Let me look over here real quick while we got a GB packed up. Hey, what do you think, Boba? You think we might be ready to go down the elevator? To go on down the elevator and do some battling? Man, I'm give out. I think we're ready to descend. Well, let's do a GB here. Damn. Yawning. Yeah, we'll give it shout out to OBS. All my frustrations yesterday, 0% dropped frames, 0. And we're an hour and 2 minutes in. So that's pretty awesome. I'm letting my phone power back up so I can see the chat. I like to check and make sure that I'm not doing something stupid that needs to be not done yet. And my phone's powering back up. It just takes a while because it's old iPhone. And it's like the 256 gigabyte. Which the next iPhone I get is going to be taking much better video quality. So, it'll take a lot more space. Anyway, I got the phone back up now. Let's get YouTube open. It was already there. It was ready. How about let's just close and reopen. Bam. There we go. Yeah, I do need a chat overlay on the desktop. The only thing is that the game has to be on top. You know what I mean? The game has to be up top.
Descend, faithful.
Or else it just
We
doesn't work.
depart.
And I don't know how to get around that. You know what? I don't know what it is about you, Chop, but I like you. You're just a simple guy, man. You just chop me.
Assemble. Obey. Liberate. Evacuate.
Go through the butthole. I'm gonna go through that butthole.
Assemble.
All right. F5. I mean F5 AF. F mother F and 5. Mother F5. reachable position. We have F5. Now let's descend. I'll assume that neural apparatus brings this back.
Onward, ever onward.
In the off chance that it is gone.
Descend, assemble.
Alright, let's open this flesh wrought door. And we've started a conversation. Nothing can be done. We are all in a conversation. I might need to reload this. I feel us getting stuck. I should have. Maybe that it's a much easier thing to do instead of this, but I'm going to lead with Gale anyway. I just had to lead with him because he's about to become encumbered if I pick anything up.
Lost in thought.
Easy enough.
Okay, so the same thing happens here. Okay, so selecting everybody else in the party doesn't seem to work. Maybe it's already frozen by the time I get here and I need to load to before we come down. Okay. Well, this is about to be that battle. So once it reloads me here.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Well, F5 after I've switched to Gale. And then quit game. Yes. Give it a second. Give it a second. We got a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have locals only at Sunset Strip. Locals only is really good lineup of comics. Like Tony is going to be there. Jesse Johnson's going to be there. Fuzzy Kilgee's going to be there. Several other killers I forget. And I'm ashamed that I'm forgetting because I know I love these people that I'm forgetting. But sometimes the brain just be like that. Alright, let's do this shit.
Descend. Prepare. Liberate. Evacuate.
Tommy Pope.
Of course.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
The orb pulses strangely. It feels unsettled. The heart of the Absolute is close. As is the moment when you must decide if you will follow Mystra's orders or reject them.
Enter. Entree.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
Yeah, but y'all about to die. It might take me a couple tries.
Obey.
Y'all are about to die.
The lash of Baal!
testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
The sight of the crown atop the elder brain strikes you like lightning. Never before have you beheld an artifact of such unrivaled power. You realize that it could change everything. Your own course, your own life, the destiny of worlds. But here, in this very moment, lies your chance to heed Mystra's call. This must be it. The end of the Absolute. The orb senses your hesitation. It shudders within you, longing for something, though you cannot tell what. A prickling dread rises along your spine. You have disobeyed Mystra. Again. If you survive this, there will be consequences.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Who preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, orderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
Ah, damn it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
I wish you the best of luck.
With pleasure.
This is pointless. Ketherick is invincible so long as Night Soul is rotting in his cage.
87.
Step quick.
Creator. Destroyer.
Victory awaits. It's Ali.
Focus your attack, soldiers!
I'm fury. I am death.
Okay,
Let's turn someone
Astarion
inside out.
can have an arrow that frees someone who has those. Didn't work.
Battle of wits.
All right.
Time to strike.
And there's no way I can get rid of this for one more turn, right? Shit.
Keep guessing. Allow me to demonstrate.
Time to strike. My path be true.
Let's do it. What fools these mortals be.
So that got rid of the spells he was concentrating on.
Swift and lethal.
I knew it was going to be a miss and I went for it anyway.
It's as if. Got to press on.
So close.
Take you.
Wait, what just happened? Why did Lae'zel get hit with a holy fire? The fuck happened? I woke up the night song.
My injuries need tending.
How do I miss him while he's laying down? I miss while he is literally prone. Whoa, that ain't good.
Can't afford casualties now.
Fuck! And I knew what I was doing.
I am fury. I am death.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
I don't think so, buddy.
Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Sounds about right.
But it is no matter.
Correct.
For I am death. And I am not the end. I am the beginning.
Skvar.
245.
Take your
Now you wear a face to match Watch your son.
Cold and necrotic and poison immunity. Doesn't say anything about fire.
Swords meet sorcery.
Wall of fire doesn't work there. Under 200 now. Why can't Lae'zel get up? This ain't good. So it's got poison damage, poison immunity, right? Poison immunity, cold resistance, necrotic resistance.
Take two.
Oh shit. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So 32. What kind of cool spells do we have? Get him, come on. Shit.
Make it hurt. Dawn with the weave.
You know what?
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master.
And how's that working out for you, buddy?
My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done.
Yeah, I do.
Isabel.
The villain
Okay. Okay. Okay, honey. Okay.
No. No. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed. You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Nothing left but ash and bone. Fitting end.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The Tyrant, the Assassin, and the Necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
Well, there's one less now.
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun.
Damn.
The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance. suffocating. I crave blood.
Oh, she's encumbered. Let's give something to... Still encumbered. Now we're good. Now, is there any more loot we need? I'm gonna go ahead and guess no, but is there anything else I need to do in here before I go in that portal? Because it doesn't feel like there's much left to do here except go in that portal. I want to pet that dog. I'm gonna pet that dog. I think there ain't no loot in these intellect devours, right? There's just brains. Oh, there's some loot. Give me the motherfucking loot. Maybe I need to go see what's on that table.
Dictator described Yanthus by Enver Gortash. The grand design is the mind flayer species' wide ambition to return to the days of the conquering greatness. Through an act of sudden mass ceremorphosis, giving the Elder Brain an overall command and an implacable army of illithid slave warriors with which to defeat all of their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and illitherate. Of course, this is a delusional madness megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The Illithids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how, when, and where of their great Illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things as commanding as the grand design is clearly a Banite task. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the Absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the Absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things, like the heat, death of the universe, the resurrection of one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Chult. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. It appears so. Map of the Sword Coast from the Sea of Moving Ice down to just north of Amnon, including several of the nearer archipelagos in the Sea of Swords. Lord Gortash, the Committee of Concerned Patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at the High Hall to discuss plans, short and long term, for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate. Tuesday the 12th, noon. A luncheon will be served. May we presume your attendance? Lord Heer Rillen, Committee Chair. Okay. Stuff. Seems like that's all the information.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
F5.
Come, there are important matters to discuss.
Ah, excellent choice.
I'm ready.
If I don't get my beauty sleep soon, I may just get a tad malcontent.
A curse. More horrible than you can imagine. Try me.
Let's see what I can glean.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Ah, it's you, isn't it? You're the talk of this place, you know? I'm Isabel. And this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Oh, that sounds real good.
I gave my word, and I will keep it. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must. Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin!
Hell yeah.
We'll see you later.
Hell yeah, dude.
Could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and 2 more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead 3 holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Aren't you? It is good to savor the moment of victory. But pace yourself. Our fight is just beginning. When we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws.
Hell yeah,
It's
old
time
bear.
for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of 2 more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
Hell yeah, come to my camp.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing X. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Are you trying to fuck too, old lady?
No harm in a little
What's
conversation.
up, Withers?
Thou hast angered thy goddess, yet spared the child of another. A curious turn.
Nothing gets
The
past you.
dead 3 stand united. Shalt thou have the strength to face them? There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? Correct. Yet, the 3 amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as 1 and as 3. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Hell yeah, y'all.
My pleasure.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
Kinda,
The
yeah.
tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast.
What a cunt,
He
right?
has to die.
I know.
And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
When that time comes, I'll bring you in, you know?
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Damn right he won't.
I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we don't find another way to fix it.
I know. We'll figure something out.
You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
Gotcha. I gotcha. I saw your dad, homie.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerûn.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. That it is a common rite among Zeluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
Damn right,
My
bitch.
parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
All right.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Damn right. All right,
let's give this a try.
There's nothing for you and I to discuss. There's little I can say to you, I'm afraid.
Well, you're fucking lit up.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You will see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
F5. That's it. 3:30. We'll take it. We'll take it. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking. Man. It's been getting hot lately. In my room, I talked about, thank you, Bo, a very good sesh. Talking about how the sun just blasts my room because my room faces the east. But I realized before I started the stream, I went out and checked, the heat had been on. We've literally had the heat on for a few days now. And I feel stupid because it was like over 90 degrees today. But what can you do? I'm not the only one that touches the thing. Yeah. Yeah, what can you do? I get fucked because my skin is so sensitive to, like, anytime I sweat a lot, I'll start to break out really bad. And I've been breaking out a lot over the last, like, week, and it's because the heat's been on. And it's been getting up to like 70-something every day. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that was our last GB of the night. Hell of a stream. We ended up 2.5 hours in. No drop frames. No drop frames. I will say this. If you guys are like burning up for something to watch and you want a suggestion of something you wouldn't stumble upon otherwise, more than likely, I really want to suggest my friend Derek Poston and my friend Asana Mods podcast, The Solid Show podcast. It's on, let's see, I know, all I gotta do is scroll for a second. All I've been watching is that, so it'll give me some clips. And of course, it's not right now. Let's see, Derek Poston. Copy that. I'm gonna come in here on my channel where we're live, and I'll give y'all the bam bam. Go to that. Watch some of that stuff. That's my homies. And tomorrow they're going to have a really cool guest on. So subscribe to that channel, and there's going to be a really cool guest on that show tomorrow. A guest you've no doubt heard of recently. A lot about. Pretty solid guest for a solid show. Very excited to watch that tomorrow. But they got some really cool comedy wisdom that they talk about with Cam Patterson. There's clips and shorts that they play. If that's your thing, if you just want to watch a couple short clips, you should watch them talking about comedy. Like, just talking comedy with Cam Patterson, or comedy talk with Cam Patterson, or something like that. But it's very good. They had a great episode with Sam Lopez, Derek's wife. Turn the outro music down when talking us out. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say anyway. I'm just going to get out of here. Roll Tide, subscribe, like the thing, yada yada. Follow Van Bing Bing, follow Dulce. Roll Tide.